Once again, I welcome you to our e-learning hub, Good Choice Schools. Together we can, divided we fall, in God we trust. So in the previous video, we are looking at range under what we call statistics or data handling. So in this video, we are now going to move on with what we call median. So this word median, it comes from the word middle. Median, it is coming from the word middle, meaning that we are looking at what could be the middle number. For example, if I have 1 and 2, so what number do you think is in between 1 and 2? So this number between 1 and 2 is what we call a median, so the middle number. So this one, the number between 1 and 2, this is going to be 1 and a half. Then if you have 40 and a 30, 40 and 50, which number is between 40 and 50? This number is going to be 45. So 45 becomes the median. If we have 60 and 80, so which number is between 60 and 80? The number is going to become, say, 70. So 70 becomes our median. Are we there? If you have 10 and 12, so which number is between 10 and 12? So we are having 10, 11, 12. So what are we going to do? So this one, it is a little bit difficult to find, but what we are going to do, we are going to add these two numbers. We divide them into two equal halves, that is, divide them by 2. So this is going to be 22 out of what? Out of 2. So what are we going to get? We are getting 11. So the number between 10 and 12, this is 11. So 11 becomes our middle number, or the median. Therefore, what we call median, we are looking at always the number which is in the middle of the given data. Alright, so let us get some examples and see how we can go about this median. Our first example here says, Musa was the fourth boy. Musa was the fourth boy. From either sides. From either sides of the line. From either sides of the line. How many boys were in the line? How many boys were in the line? So how many boys were in the line? Alright, so we are having this scenario here. Let me first do it. Let us develop our concept from here. We are looking at Musa. So this is our line. So if this is the line here, this is our Musa. Now if you count from right to left, this is 1, 2, 3. Musa has to be the fourth. Now if you start from the end of the line, from left to right, then Musa has to be the fourth. This is 1, 2, 3. Again, the fourth person has to be what? Has to be Musa. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. So Musa still is the fourth person. Then how many people are in the line? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So they're not 8 simply because Musa takes 2 positions, from the left to right, and from left to right, and from right to left. Therefore, what does this one mean? This one is going to give us a simple formula we are going to use. This is, we are going to say, we get the position of that thing given, you double it, because this Musa is doubling from this way, the same person from this way. That is 2p. P means position. Then you subtract 1. Then you are going to get the number of people in a line. So from when we do it manually, there are 7 people. Then let us use the formula mathematically. So it's going to be 2p minus 1, whereby I will say the p stands for our position. So what is the position? Musa's position. Musa is the fourth person, so 2 times 4 minus 1. What is this one? 8 minus 1. Therefore, how many people are there? So there are 7 people, or there are 7 what? Boys. Alright, so let us get another example here. Okay, so this one is saying, okay, so this one is saying, a red car, our example 2, it says a red car was the 11th from either sides of a line. From either sides of a line. From either sides of a line. How many cars were there? So how many cars were there? So what is our formula? We've said 2p minus 1, whereby p stands for the position. So 2 times the position, what's that one? 11, then minus 1. So this is 22 minus 1. So there were 21 cars in a line. Example number 3. Here they are telling us that John was the 5th. John was the 5th. John was the 5th boy. Was the 5th boy on the bench. On the bench. Full stop. From the either sides of a bench. On the bench from either sides. From either sides. How many boys? How many boys were seated? How many boys were seated on a bench? So how many boys were seated on a bench? So it is 2p minus 1. So 2p, what is p? Position. What's the position? 5th. So that is 5 minus 1. So 2 times 5, it is a 10 minus 1. So there were 9 boys on a bench. Alright, so let us get another example here. And then this example says, find the median of the following numbers. Find the median of the following numbers. Find the median of the following numbers: 2, 0, 4, 5, and 6. So now when we have to find median, when it's not in word form, word problem, so this median, it means that we have to arrange our numbers from the smallest to the biggest, or from the biggest to the smallest. How are we going to do that? So what is the smallest number here? It is a 0, then we go to a 2, then a 4, 5, and again a 6. Then we start pairing up the numbers. This is 0 goes with this 6, then a 2 goes with the 5. So which numbers remained in the middle? It is a 4. So our median is a 4. So part B, we have 10, 13, 16, 17, 18, then 11. So we need to get a median of these numbers, so we have to arrange them from the smallest. So the smallest number is a 10, comma, then we have the 11, then 13, we'll go to 16, 17 follows, and lastly 18. So we pair them, 10 with 18, 12, 11 with 17. Then here we have remained with a 2. Now if we remain with the two numbers, what you shouldn't do is, I don't say the 13 with the 16, then you remain with a 0. No, that's wrong. The moment you remain with the two numbers, it means that which number is in between 13 and 16. So we need the middle number. What are we going to do? We get our two numbers, we add them, then we divide them equally by 2. So 13 plus 16, we can get 13 plus 16 here. This is a 9, this is 29. So 29 out of a 2. How many 2's are in a 2? 1, 2. How many 2's are in a 9? They are going to be 4 2's. Sorry, they are going to be 4 2's. Now what? 4 2's, then remainder, that is 8, remainder 1. So which is going to be 14 and a half. So the middle number between 13 and 16, it is 14 and a what? Sorry, and a half, or you can say 14.5. So it is still the same. Okay, let us get this one also. 60, 100, 20, 10, and 40. So we get a median. So what are we going to do? We are going to arrange our numbers right from the smallest. So 10 starts, then followed by 20, then a 40, 60, then 100. So 10 with 100, then 20 with the 60. What has remained as our median? So our median is 4, is 40. My dear learner, are you there? Are we still together? Have you understood how we get median? So when you are getting median, we are getting the middle number. If there are word problems, we use 2p minus 1, whereby p stands for the position. If there are numbers, number form, then you have to arrange them either from the smallest to the biggest, or from the biggest to the smallest. Alright, my dear learner, let us now move on and look at another thing, and this is other than what we call mode and model frequency. So we are going to look at what we call mode and model frequency. What? Mode and model what? And model frequency. So we are looking at mode and model frequency. So let us understand what mode means. So mode means the number that has appeared many times. So the most appeared number. So most appeared number. So the number that has appeared very many times, mostly appearing. Then when you go to model frequency, this one means how many times, number of times. So how many times has the number appeared? Has it appeared? So mode meaning the number that has appeared many times. Then model frequency, it means how many times has the number appeared, or number of times it has appeared. Okay, so let us get our first example and see how can we do this. So this first example says Kato scored the following points. Kato scored the following points in various games. Played. So in various games played. So he scored 2, 4, 2, 3, 5, then you have 2, and a 3. Then our first question, part A here says find the mode. Find the mode. So to get the mode, we have to arrange our numbers in a form of a table. So we have to tabulate our table. So let us start with our table points here, the point attained, but I urge you to use a ruler so that your work looks nicely. Then we have a tally, and then here we are having what we call a frequency. This one stands for frequency. Now we are going to start with the 2. So how many 2's were there? So we are going to start tallying the 2's. So this is 1. You put a tally here, then we tally this one, then we bring it here, then we tally this one. So how many tallies are there? They are going to be now that one. Then there are 3 2's there, right? Then after that we go to another point. Another point. What is that point? 4. So we go to 4 here. Then how many 4's are you having? 1. So it is tally 1. So do you have any other 4? We don't have. So we go to the next number here. Then what's the next number? Let us go to a 3. So how many 3's are we having? This one and this. So 1 and 2 3's. Then we continue with this one. Then lastly, what are we going to have? We are going to have a 5. So how many 5's are we having? So there is only 1 5. Now these are the tallies. Now frequency means number of times this 2 has appeared. So we use the tallies to get the number of this one. This. So we have 1 2 and 3. So this one has appeared 3 times. Then this one has appeared 1 time, 1 2, so 2 times, and this one has appeared also once. Now we are answering our first question. So that question was saying what is the mode. So we've said mode, it is the number that has appeared mostly, the number that has appeared very many times. So which number is that one? So the number is 2. Our mode is 2. So part B, model frequency. So we find the model model frequency. So the model frequency, it means how many times has it appeared. Frequency means number of times. So the mode has appeared. So we term that one as model frequency. So what is the model frequency? Model frequency is 3, meaning that it has appeared 3 what? It has appeared 3 times. Then part C here, they are telling us to find the range. So part C is telling us to find range. So what is range? We said the range is equal to highest value minus lowest value. So we have to arrange these numbers in their order from the smallest. So we have 2, we have 3, then 4 and a 5. So what is the highest? It is the 5. What is the lowest number? It is a 2. So 5 take away 2, the answer becomes 3. So our range is 3, right? Okay, so our range is a 3. Now let us first wrap this one. We continue with our number with this question. Let us clean, we rub off the chalkboard. Let me hope that you are there. You are moving with me. So part C, find the median. so we have to find the median of these numbers. Now when we are finding median, we are using all these numbers. We are not using these numbers in a table, because if you use these ones, these are not the real numbers, because 2 has appeared 3 times, so we are using these ones but in order. So 2 how many times? 3 times. Then 4, from 2 we go to 4 to 3, how many 3s? There are 2, so 3 and a 3. Then from a 3 we go to a 4 and it is a 1 4. Then from a 4 we go to a 5 and it's 1 5. So this one with this, then this one with this one, then this one goes with this. What is the median now? So the median here, our median becomes a 3. Yeah, a 3. Alright, so let us continue. Let us get another chalkboard and we will proceed. So let us continue with another question here. Now example 2, it's saying Muyanga, this one is saying Muyanga scored the following. Muyanga scored the following marks. Muyanga scored the following marks. So 70%, 40%, then he brought 90. Wow. Then an 80, 45%. Oops. Then we have again 70%, and lastly 39. Okay, so our first question here, it is saying find the model score. Find the model score. So we are finding the model score. So before finding the model score, we are going to make our table. We are going to tabulate. That is, we can take the mark here scored. Then we take our tally. You have to use a ruler. Then after taking the tally, we have to take the frequency. Are we together? Okay, so what is our first mark? Let us go with a 70, right? 70%. Then how many 70s? So we have this one, that is tally 1. We also have this one, those are 2 tallies. What is the frequency? Frequency becomes 2. You count these ones here, 1 2, so it's a 2. Then from there we'll go to 40. So how many 40s? We have this one 40, that is 1 tally. So do you have any other 40? No. So frequency 1. So we continue. We go to a 90% here. So even this is 45%. So what is, how many 90s do we have? We have done that 190, 1 tally, so 190. We go to an 80, so 80%. How many 80s do we have? 1 tally, even that is frequency what? 1. Then we go to 40, 45. So how many 45s are we having? It is only 1, so that is 31. Frequency, it is a 1. Then lastly we are going to 39. So 39, you have 1 tally and it is also 1 time. So these are 2 times, 1 time, 1 time, 1 time, 1 time, 1 time. So what is now the model score? Therefore our model, or the model score, becomes 70%, because it is the number that has appeared very many times. Then part B, model frequency. Part B is asking for model what? Model frequency. What could be the model frequency? So model frequency is going to be 2 times from the table. How many times has it appeared? It has appeared 2 times. And then here they are telling us part C to find the range. So we have to find the what? The range. So range is equal to highest value minus lowest value. So our range is equal to, what is the highest here? The highest is going to be 90% minus, what is the lowest? The lowest is going to be 39%. So 90 minus 39. So we regroup, this one becomes a 10, we remain with the 1. This is 8, take away. So the range was, or is, 51. So part D, we find the median. So to get the median, we have to arrange the numbers in order from the smallest to the biggest. So so 30, how many 39s do you have? It is only 1. Then after that one, from 39, what is the next number? It is 40. How many 40% do we have? We only have 1 what? 140. We only have 140. Then from this 140 we go to 45. It is only 45%. Then from 45 we are going to go to From 45 we go to a 70. How many 70s do we have? We have 2 70s. Then from 70 we go to an 80. Then from an 80 lastly we got the biggest, which was a 90. So we pair them. So 39 pairs with this 90, then 40 will pair with an 80, then 45 pairs with a 70. So our middle number is a 70%. So our median is a 70%. Alright, so let me hope that we are still together, we are still moving on well together. Okay, so let us get our activity. So please try to hand in your work, to submit in your work on time. So our first number here, number 1, is saying Scovia scored the following marks. Scovia scored the following marks. Scovia scored the following marks here. 1, 2, 0, 4, 3, 2, 9, 2, 8, then 4. Our first question, find the model mark. Find the model mark. Part B here, find the model frequency. Find the model frequency. Then part C, what is the range? What is the range? Then part D, find the median. Number 2, the marks below were scored by some P6 pupils in a weekly test. The marks below were scored by some P6 pupils in a weekly test. Worked out of 20. This is 18, 12, 18, 14, 18, 12, 18, 14. Part A, find the mode. Part B, what's the model frequency? What is the model frequency? Part C, find the range. And part D, find the mean.